On the behalf of the class of 2014, I would like to thank Father O, Father Rose, Mr. Smola, Mr. Steingass, Mr. Collier, and all of the teachers, parents, families, friends, and coaches who have spent countless hours assisting us in enhancing our development academically, physically, spiritually, and socially. Guys, congratulations. We made it to graduation. No more late nights reading page after page out of Heart of Darkness, not even attempting to understand it. No more of Father X's calculus class, sitting there thinking, you got it, and then finding out on the test, you don't. No more of Mr. Wikopolski's class. Interpret that any way you want to. Seriously, the daily dose of hard work is over. The last football game has been played, we've cheered our last wishy-washy dangle fest, and we made our last cardboard cutout of D-Lo for prom. Those are now just memories. For the class of 2014, however, this is not the end. We do not cease to become knights. The Brotherhood does not disband just because we have been given slips of paper. No. The most important aspects of St. Francis de Sales High School will stay with us. They will always stay with us. These are the same fundamental principles of our treasured school that assist us in becoming true gentlemen. Growth in the 4 pillars, which are academic, physical, spiritual, and social, and the ability to follow one of St. Francis de Sales' favorite virtues, optimism. And I'm not just talking about the basic aspects of these pillars either, whether it be getting the extra rep in with Doc Urim, lowering your 5K time for the cross-country team, attempting to speak to a classmate you haven't spoken to before, or going to your first campus ministry event. These are important, but their implications are what will be necessary as we progress. Academically, sure, we've expanded our knowledge, but we have developed reason. We've developed the ability to think for ourselves. We have gained a better understanding of the world around us and are starting to know where we fit in relation to it. As Albert Einstein once said, education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. We may forget our geometry proofs, or plot essentials of novels we read, or spark noted, but we will endure greater truths, enhanced by our knowledge and educated in the ability to correctly and morally use it. We will need this in the future, and we will use it. Physically, we learn the value of hard work and perseverance. Success for our teams did not come with the flip of a switch. Rather, it took long hours of sprints, reps, shots, or whatever in order to actually start improving. I was inspired by our football team this year. At the end of our junior year, we had come up with the short end of the stick, but the Knights did not give up. Each of the 20 seniors on the team took a leadership role in some way. Players could be seen in the weight room winter mornings before school, lifting weights, hungry for improvement. Only through this work were the Knights able to finish the season 8-3, with victories over Whitmer and, of course, St. John's. This just proves that hard work and perseverance are essential. We will need them in the future, and we will use them. Spiritually, what we have learned about our faith in the classroom, such as memorizing the purpose of each sacrament from Mr. Gray, we have also learned what our faith means to us and its importance in our everyday lives. We have been given models of true gentlemen through the priests, teachers, and parents of this school, and we have come to know ourselves more, what we are capable of, and how to use God's gifts to the fullest. I urge my classmates to remember events such as campus ministry prayer and dinner services, Appalachian and Mishawaka service trips, and ceremonies like the foot washing ceremony. These brought us to a deeper and more meaningful relationship with God. We are going to need this relationship in the future, and we are going to use it. And socially, we have created a bond of friendship, a brotherhood with one another. Our friends have been a part of our daily lives for the past 4 years, and will still be a part of our lives as we move on. As I said, for the class of 2014, this is not the end. The brotherhood will remain, though we may not be together. There will still be DePiro and Voiles going wild. There will still be Rolex and Carpe Diem jokes. The Sack Boys may still drop another single together, and I'm almost sure that Prater and Joe Treese will show up at my house uninvited tomorrow, as it is summer vacation. These friendships enhance our lives during good times and lift us up during bad times. We're going to need these friendships in the future, and we are going to use them. Furthermore, when looking at my brother Knights, I am optimistic about each one of our futures, as should each parent out there. This is an elite group of young men, both prepared and eager for success. While each of our futures may contain doubt, I am confident that we can overcome this because we are Knights of St. Francis de Sales. We have accomplished so much at St. Francis, and while times may get tough, we all have the ability to look ourselves in the mirror and say, I'm a Knight. I can do this. If we can all succeed in being who we are and being that well, then optimism is the only emotion we should feel when looking toward our futures. We should follow the example of Nelson Mandela, who, though his beliefs were severely tested, stated, I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed towards the sun, one's feet moving forward. There were many dark moments when my faith in humanity was sorely tested, but I would not and could not give myself up to despair. Part of being a Knight is never giving up, keeping our sights solely on our goals and on God, and believing, because we have seen it in our school, that humanity can come together despite differences. That is true optimism. So this is it, Knights. Rather, this is not it. High school is over, but the four pillars stay with us, the philosophy of St. Francis de Sales stays with us, and the brotherhood stays with us. So as we walk across the stage to the next part of our lives, and point and sing the alma mater for the final time, know that always and forever, you will be a Knight. Thank you.